The right equipment is the blueprint for a standing ovation at the Carlsbad Performing Arts Center. The Carlsbad High School Performing Arts Center was part of an $80 million bond aimed at improving school facilities in Carlsbad, New Mexico. The building seats 1,100 people and features an elevated main stage and dedicated spaces for choir, band, and dance. Alliance Riggers and Constructors was given the structural steel and tilt wall package. The entire building was encapsulated by 61 concrete tilt wall panels, with an overall footprint of 79,000 square feet. Situated between existing buildings on the high school campus, the site had limited room for casting panels or laydown area for the roof trusses. In addition, the site was limited to a single access point. Early in the planning phase, the Alliance team determined that equipment selection, especially of the cranes, was critical to the project. Utilizing 3D lift plan, the teams first selected a crane that had the reach and capacity for the panel erection, and then worked backwards from there. A Liebherr LR 1750 crawler crane was assembled in the eastern parking lot. It was determined that the main floor of the center could be poured first, and the crane could carefully crawl in this area once it was backfilled and matted. The backfill and mats also had to provide enough height so that the crane's counterweight would clear the stage through 360-degree swing radius. Meanwhile, a Magni 6.35 rotating telehandler was chosen to assist during panel erection for handling the more than 1,000-pound panel braces. Each panel weighed 190,000 pounds and measured 78 feet tall by 18 feet wide. Panel placement continued in a clockwise direction, leaving the final panels to place after the crane exited the center seating area. Once Alliance reached the completion of panel erection, the LR 1750 handed lifting duties over to a Liebherr LTR 1100 telecrawler, which teamed up with the Magni telehandler to do the steel erection. The focus was to immediately provide structural support to the stage panels by tying in the steel. Steel erection included a walkway over the stage, low roof gridiron framing, and high roof framing about 100 feet above the seating area. Alliance continued moving clockwise around the building to erect the steel. Once the majority of the perimeter steel and supporting columns were erected, the team placed 3 roof trusses with the LR 1750 from the east exterior of the building. The trusses, which were assembled on site, weighed 13,000 pounds and were 120 feet in length. 2 of them had 2 splice locations, and the last one had 1 splice. After trusses were set, the cranes moved outside of the building and continued erecting steel from the exterior. Mats and backfill from the floor were removed, and the steel for the second floor was erected with a Merlot P120.10 telehandler and the Magni telehandler. The erection of the seating area was planned in coordination with the other trades, while Alliance completed finishing touches on 4 catwalks, the grand staircase, and hoisted final panels into place. The project is a great example of how proper planning, safety coordination, and the correct utilization of the proper equipment can deliver a building that a community can be proud of.